People are disappearing near this cave, and tonight you'll see why. These are the most disturbing encounters ever filmed. Each one real, unexplained, and captured when no one was supposed to be watching. We'll go from the least terrifying to the one case so unsettling. Most viewers don't make it to the end. Stay with me, because the last clip is the one people still refuse to talk about. Number 15. Inside an abandoned man-made cave, a lone explorer walked deeper into the silent tunnel, expecting old machinery, dust, maybe graffiti. But instead, he found someone. A figure dressed entirely in black, hooded, motionless. Its face covered by a mask so distorted that even slowing down the footage doesn't reveal what it's supposed to represent. The man stands frozen, whispering, unsure if the figure is breathing or simply waiting. No movement, no reaction. Just an unnatural stillness that suggests it had been there for a very, very long time. Some viewers believe it's a person hating. Others say no human can remain that still. To this day, nobody knows what the explorer really encountered in that tunnel, or how long the hooded figure had been standing there before the camera found it. Number 14. It began with a hidden opening in the rock, a hole no one knew existed until a diver slipped beneath the surface to explore it. At first, everything looked normal, sediment drifting, faint light above, the quiet pulse of deep water. But the deeper he went, the more he felt it. A presence. Something was following him. Not close enough to see, only close enough to know he wasn't alone. His breathing quickened, echoing through the mask, yet the water behind him remained perfectly still, unnaturally still. He turned the camera, expecting to catch a fish, debris, anything. But the darkness swallowed everything beyond a few meters. Still, the sensation of being trailed never stopped. Some experts think it was a current. Others believe the diver crossed into a chamber that something else already occupied. To this day, no one has mapped that hidden hole or explained what moved silently behind him in the deep. Number 13. In the remote caves of Australia, a couple exploring the darkness aimed their infrared camera toward a narrow passage and caught something moving. At first, it looked like a shadow shifting along the rock, but then the shape climbed, slowly, deliberately, humanoid. Its limbs extended unnaturally as it scaled the cave wall with a creature's certainty, not a human's hesitation. The couple whispered, unsure whether to approach or flee, their camera trembling as the figure continued to ascend with silent, predatory ease. In the infrared footage, its body lacked detail, just a pale, distorted outline against the stone. Yet its movements were unmistakably alive. Some viewers believe it's an unknown primate. Others insist the proportions are wrong, too long, too flexible. What's certain is this: something was climbing inside that cave, and it didn't seem surprised to be filmed. Number 12. Deep inside a damp, narrow cave, a man's flashlight caught something protruding from the wall. A head. At first, he thought it was a stone, but then the shape shifted, ever so slightly, revealing features that resembled a grotesque frog. Wide mouth, swollen skin, eyes fixed in a strange, lifeless stare. The creature's head appeared wedged into the rock, as if immobilized. Yet it seemed aware of him, almost as if it wanted to speak. No one knows what the rest of its body looks like. The cave swallows everything below the neck, leaving only that unsettling face emerging from the stone. The man hesitated, fighting the instinct to get closer, and the stronger instinct not to. Some believe it's an unknown amphibious species. Others say the head shape is too unnatural to belong to anything living in the region. Whatever it is, the footage captures a moment of pure revulsion. Number 11. While exploring a narrow cave system, a man's headlamp illuminated something unexpected ahead. A black, medium-sized figure standing perfectly still. At first, he assumed it was another explorer, but the outline was wrong, too rigid, too silent. And when he took a cautious step forward, the creature reacted. Its arms jerked upward with a stiff, robotic motion. Not natural, not animal, and nothing like a human reflex. The movement was sharp, mechanical, almost defensive, as if its joints functioned on a different rhythm than ours. The man froze, unsure whether he had startled it, or triggered some kind of programmed response. The creature didn't vocalize, didn't breathe audibly, didn't retreat. It simply held its awkward pose, arms raised, waiting. Number 10. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, a group of explorers entered a cave expecting bats, roots, and the usual darkness. But instead, they found children. Two small figures sitting against the stone wall, silent and alert. Their skin glowing in shades of blue and green, not painted, not stained, naturally colored. The explorers approached carefully, unsure whether they were witnessing a rare genetic condition, members of an unknown isolated tribe, or something entirely different. The children didn't speak. They simply watched, their eyes reflecting the flashlight beam with an almost crystalline shine. No records exist of any Amazonian group with pigmentation like this. Some experts suggest a mutation caused by minerals in the cave. Others speculate about long-lost human lineages living in extreme isolation. And a smaller, quieter group believes these children aren't human at all. Whatever the truth is, the footage captures a moment that challenges everything we know about who or what might still be hiding in the Amazon. Number 9. Somewhere in the deserts of Arabia, a group of men entered a cave with a clear purpose: to find a humanoid creature said to live inside. Their flashlights swept across the rocky walls until a figure appeared in the beam. Tall, pale, distinctly human-shaped, but wrong in ways their voices struggled to hide. What makes this footage striking is not the creature, but the men's reaction. One of them begins explaining, calmly and casually, what the being is, as if its existence were normal, even familiar to certain locals. No panic, no disbelief, just acknowledgement. The creature remains still, watching them from the shadows, its posture tense yet unthreatened. A presence treated not as a monster, but as something that simply lives there. Viewers debate whether this is folklore made real, a desert entity known to nomadic groups, or an elaborate misinterpretation. Yet the men's composed behavior suggests they weren't encountering the unknown. They were visiting a known inhabitant of the cave. Number 8. Deep underground, a group of explorers scanned a cavern with their lights, and something enormous shifted in the darkness. At the far end of the cave, barely visible at first, stood a spider, but not the size of a hand, or even a helmet. This one was massive. Its legs arched over the rock like thick branches, its body anchored in place as if guarding the chamber. The creature didn't react. It didn't even seem aware that humans were there. It simply waited motionless, its silhouette trembling slightly with each drop of water falling from the ceiling. The explorers whispered, their voices cracking between fear and disbelief, knowing that one wrong sound could change everything. Some say perspective made the creature look larger than it was. Others insist the size is unmistakable, far beyond anything cataloged in the region. Whatever the explanation, the footage leaves one haunting question. If this is just one spider deep in the caverns, how many more are hidden where the light never reaches? Number 7. Deep beneath the earth, two men ventured through a narrow, echoing cavern and realized they were not alone. From the darkness, a massive creature emerged. Its body slid across the stone like a serpent, yet its shape, thick, scaled, and powerful, resembled something closer to a dragon. It moved with slow, deliberate strength, its head lifting slightly as if assessing them. The men stepped back, whispering in panic, but the creature continued forward, following them with an unsettling certainty. Its size was comparable to a Komodo dragon, but its proportions were off: the neck longer, the body heavier, the motion too smooth, almost ancient. Some believe it's a giant reptile native to the region. Others insist its anatomy doesn't match any known species. What's clear is the fear in the explorers' voices as they retreat, aware that every second the creature inches closer, and in the depths of a cave, there's nowhere to run. Number 6. At the entrance of a secluded cave, a man claimed he had seen the spirit of a woman, and when he reviewed his recording, the figure was unmistakable. A motionless silhouette stood at the threshold, pale and quiet, as if waiting for him to return. She didn't move, she didn't react, she simply stood there, facing the darkness behind her and the world outside. What makes the footage eerie is the stillness. No wind, no shadows shifting, no explanation for her presence in such an isolated place. Locals say the cave has a history of strange sightings. Others insist it's just a person caught at the perfect moment. Yet the figure's posture, calm, patient, and almost expectant, suggests a different story. A presence that doesn't belong to the living, but to something that has been lingering at that cave entrance for far longer than anyone imagined. Number 5. A woman snapped photos inside a dark cave, relying only on her camera's flash to reveal what her eyes couldn't see. But in one of the images, something appeared. A pale figure standing in the shadows, its eyes reflecting the burst of light with an intensity no animal should have. The face is indistinct, the outline human yet distorted, as if frozen mid-emergence from the darkness. Some viewers insist it was just a shadow caught at the right angle. Others believe the reflection in the eyes hints at something far more unsettling, something aware of her presence. Number 4. In one of the most disturbing cave recordings ever shared, a group of investigators entered a narrow passage searching for a rumored witch, and they found her. The footage shows the hunched figure of an elderly woman, her movements frantic and unnatural, leaning over what appears to be a child. When the group approaches, she releases the girl and drags her deeper into the cave. The team follows, their flashlights trembling, capturing brief, horrifying glimpses of the witch's body. Thin, twisted, and wrong in every possible way. But it's her mouth that freezes viewers. It opens unnaturally wide, splitting at the sides like a creature, not a human. Number 3. During a deep underground excavation, a group of workers pointed their cameras toward a wall that had just been cleared, and witnessed something no one could explain. 2 enormous eyes slowly emerged from the rock itself, not painted, not carved, blinking. The workers froze as the air around them changed, growing hot, dense, as if something massive was breathing just beyond the stone. Every blink was slow, heavy, and disturbingly aware. Some speculate it was a prehistoric creature somehow trapped within a sealed chamber, but others believe the eyes were far too large, far too sentient, to belong to anything we've ever documented. Number 2. In a quiet public park, 2 women noticed a loose concrete slab, and beneath it, a narrow opening that seemed to lead underground. A single eye opened in the darkness, large, reflective, too human in shape, too massive to belong to any animal found in the area. The women gasped, stumbling backward as the eye blinked, slowly, deliberately, as if waking up. No one has explained what was inside that hidden cavity. Some say it was a person living underground, others, a creature that avoids daylight. But those who analyze the footage point out one detail. The scale of the eye suggests something far larger than a human, and much too calm to be startled. The women never returned, and the slab was quietly sealed days later. Number 1. At the entrance of a forest cave, a witness captured a moment so bizarre that even experts struggle to classify it. Show short clip. From the darkness, a figure emerged, a witch-like silhouette with a body that didn't belong to any human or known animal. Its upper torso appeared humanoid, but below the waist, the creature moved on arched, spider-like limbs, ending in what resembled the curved tail of a scorpion. The being crawled forward with unsettling precision, pausing as if sensing it was being filmed. The witness remained frozen, whispering in fear while the creature shifted its weight, preparing to advance further from the cave. Some claim the footage is an elaborate hoax. Others argue the anatomy, the tail, the limb rotation, the posture, would be nearly impossible to fake without advanced effects. Whatever the truth, the video remains one of the most disturbing cave encounters online. A moment where something ancient, predatory, and utterly unnatural stepped out of the dark.